An engineer was using magnetorheological fluid to reinforce pipelines when suddenly his arm was sucked into the adjacent metal wall. No matter how hard he struggled, he couldn't free himself. The team leader came to help and tried to pull him out with force, but failed several times. The wall seemed to have a life of its own, dragging the engineer's arm around randomly. Eventually, with Keel's assistance, they managed to rescue him. Strangely enough, the engineer found that his arm had vanished. He didn't feel any pain. Meanwhile, Schmidt, who was trapped in another compartment, witnessed a shocking scene and immediately called all the team members. When they arrived, they found a living arm moving on its own. They covered it with a glass cover, but the arm kept gesturing as if trying to communicate. The engineer recognized that it was his own arm. He handed it a pen. The arm wrote a few lines on the ground. Cut open the Russian astronaut's abdomen. The group then went to the astronaut's body. Pam offered to perform an autopsy. As a result, they found the missing gyroscope inside. After installing it, the space station's positioning system was restored. They finally found the Earth at the other end of the solar system. Their hearts were temporarily at ease, and they immediately tried to contact the Earth. However, the news that came was shocking to everyone. The Earth's energy was exhausted, and the global war had lasted for 14 months. What was even more bizarre was that the Cloverfield space station had crashed a few days ago, with one astronaut missing and the remaining 6 all killed. It was only then that everyone realized that after the failure of the particle collision experiment, they had been transported to another parallel universe, the one where Jensen was. The only way to return to their original Earth was to repair the particle accelerator. After discussion, everyone decided to continue the repair, but an accident happened again. While Tam was repairing the cooling system, the coolant suddenly gushed into the cabin. The safety door closed quickly, and all rescue attempts failed. Due to the pressure difference between the inside and outside of the cabin, the external structure was damaged. The extremely cold temperature caused the coolant to freeze instantly, and Tam was also frozen into an ice sculpture. The team members were in deep sorrow, but the mission had to go on. They asked Jensen to take over Tam's job. However, just as they were about to resume operations, a new accident occurred again.